Hello everyone, my name is TA Speed and welcome to Create. As you can see, we got ourselves set up with a few little bits here. I went running around the world, just loading some areas, loading everything we see here, and picking up some bits along the way. I investigated some structures here, There's a structure flying in the sky here. I don't know what's... Oh, there's a little like mushroom house thing over here. I spotted these off in the distance, but I didn't want to go and do those without bringing you guys along, so we'll go and have a look at those in a bit. But yes, welcome. We're back playing Minecraft for the first time in a very long time. Just got some basic supplies set up. I'm living in this abandoned village. I have big plans for this. But yeah, so we're going to go investigate that structure over there. I think we probably want to take a sword if I remember correctly. Might be a bit dangerous. And probably take an iron pick as well. But yes, so while we walk across, let me explain to you what the Create mod is and what some of this stuff in my inventory is. Actually, first things first. Let's set us down a waystone. This will allow us to teleport back from other waystones in the world in exchange for levels of XP. It's a very useful mod. Let's pop it up here for now. What shall we call this place? We'll just call it home for now. I haven't got any modifiers set up, so here we go. We can't select home because we're already here, but as we activate more waystones, there will be a list of teleportation locations shown up here. As you can see, we've got pineapples and things in this mod pack. There's quite a bit to do, really. But we're heading off due north. That balloon is full of bits for the Create mod. It's a structure that generates from one of the mods in the pack. It's got quite a lot of cool, useful stuff up there, but we're not going there yet. No, we want to get the basics set up first. Let's put my iron pick down there because the wooden one. Actually, let's just chuck these tools away now. Oh, we're nearly at midday already. Oh, too much waffling, too much yapping. But yeah, I'll take you through my plans for the area, plans for the series, what we're aiming for, and some other bits like that in a bit. Well, actually, no, yeah, but first let's explain what Create is. So Create is a mod that has a unique power system in Minecraft. Power systems have been in modded Minecraft for years. We've had redstone, flux, RF, other variants. I think RF was the most popular one though. But Create has brought something different, rotational energy. So Create allows you to create mechanisms that use like water wheels, windmills, and with some of the mods we've got generators and motors to create rotational power. And with that we can build massive factories to automate everything, which is my goal. The only downside is obviously it's incredibly resource intensive, but Create helps us out with that as well. We can create mining machines to do the mining for us. We can create tunnel bores to like do all the tunneling. We can create train systems. Damn, look at all this stuff. I'll take that, thank you. But yeah, Create is a fantastic, versatile mod. It is possibly my favourite mod there is at the moment. There is a zombie in here. So yeah, here you go. This is a good example of something from Create. This is a windmill. It's not currently assembled. I'm guessing. Is there a... No, there's not a windmill bearing it. Oh, is there a windmill bearing? There is a windmill bearing. Ooh. Should we see if this thing spins? I doubt it's been glued as part of a structure. Hold on, let me grab some wood. Use my new gold axe. So let's see if this has been connected to anything. Oh my goodness, it has. It is fully glued up. Fantastic. So yeah, actually this is a perfect little example. So this is a little windmill. It's got chain drives to bring the power down. It's attached to these leaves for some reason. But yeah, so this will be generating rotational energy as we speak. Fantastic. We'll come back and steal this at some point. But first, let's see what's in here. So we've got a remote redstone link there. That does redstone by remote. I can hear skeletons moving around inside. Given I only have a golden hat for armour, this could be fun. This is not the way in. Zombies and skeletons inside. Oh, I see the doors behind this tree. There's a skeleton. There we go, there we go. Oh. There you. Like his emerald armor trim. Thank you. I'll take those boots. Advantageous spawning for this zombie because he's stuck somewhere, can't get to us. Fantastic. So yeah, this is a little structure from one of the mods in the pack. It just generates with a bunch of stuff inside. It's the same as any Minecraft village, really. What's that? Weathered iron window pane. See, look, there's so many like decorative blocks that get added as well in mod packs like this. Oh, I see. Said the blind man. Okay, so there's not really much in here, but there's some little mechanism here. And that's where this went. So that went to a gear shift. So that's connected to something. But to what? Oh, I see. Okay, so if we tear this tree down, this is another good example of linear motion in Create. So this tree is currently in the way. So if we tear it down, get it out of the way, get it out of here. Fig leaves? What? There's all sorts of fruits and things in this pack as well. So if we disengage that, that goes up. If we re-engage that, this little platform comes down. So it's attached to a hoist pulley up there. There's an unknown power source. Probably a water mill or water wheel somewhere in the roof cavity. But yeah, it is bringing this little stand-on platform down. Only problem is now I have no way to get back up. Okay, that's better. I should be able to reach that from on here. Yep. Perfect. Now this will take us up to the top. Oh, look at that beautiful sunset. This is a nice house. I like it. Yeah, there's going to be a ton of structures in this world that we get to explore together. So the question is, what does this bring us to up here? Ah. This. So, yeah, here we go. Flop out the little drawbridge, and there's a little storage room up here. Wow, with some bread and a potion of luck. And some more bread. Worth it. And a pot. Very much worth it. Not. But hey ho. This is just one example of the type of thing that we can find in this world. So, this is good. I'm going to come back here and steal everything that's not bolted down and some of the stuff that is bolted down and use it in our factory. But not right now. I'm going to go home instead and I'm going to go do some mining, get geared up with iron stuff. Or better yet, go do some exploring. And I'll probably put in a montage of everything that we find. But I'll be right back. So we began our adventure, crafted up some more bread and headed south across the plains that makes up the heart of our base. As we come up to the river here, this marks the edge of our planned factory lands, and we head off into the Redwood Woodwoods. First structure we came across was a create pump jack. We left that one intact as at the time I wasn't planning on gathering much of the create stuff, but that changed quite quick. We came across a little sign telling us where some villages are, found a candle and a broken portal, just a natural generation, that one there, and carried on across the plains, coming up to another Redwood Woods. Woodwoods. Said hello to a little wandering ribbit just up here. Little frog friend. Spotted our first big create structure, the windmill. Went inside, robbed all the chests. Nice and quickly. Got a full set of gold armor, bunch of nuggets, and our first artifacts, those speedy shoes and the digging claws. And the chorus totem, which would actually come in handy on this adventure because I wasn't paying attention to where I was going and ended up in a giant pit. So yep, we didn't pick up any of the create stuff other than what was in the chests in this one. Came across another fractured portal, robbed that. Came across a strange red house, which I think is part of the create structures given for the contents of the chests. Robbed that. There's a little mine underneath, so we went and had an explore in there. Didn't find much of interest. Some ores, some golden carrots. Came out of there. Or went deeper. Found some more stuff. Robbed all that. Struggled to get back out because I wasn't equipped for mining. Because I thought, why go mining when you can go rob people instead? Which was actually very lucrative. Found this weird ship in the sky. Found a donkey. Tamed the donkey. Went and robbed a village for a saddle. Crafted myself some backpacks in the interim. Abandoned the donkey because it was so slow. Swam across the river from the donkey and robbed a little create train structure thing. Got some tracks, got some crushing wheels, got some vaults, got some very good useful resources. Resources that I probably wouldn't get until way down the line. Found and robbed a create pump jack. This one we did actually steal everything off of. Got a ton of crushing wheels stuff, brass blocks, which are incredibly good at this early stage because they normally require going to the nether to acquire. Copper stuff, loads and loads of create bits, which will come in handy as we start to build our facilities. Some of which I have already started. Found a... What do we call these again? A jungle temple. Struggled to find the entrance. Had a quick nap. Chucked some stuff away. Popped down into the depths. Changed my brightness because it was dark down there. It's still very dark. Nicked all that stuff. Broke into the treasure room because I can never remember how to do the puzzle properly. Went out. Found a copper golem statue. Robbed a copper golem statue. Not much in here. Again, the main value will be in the brass blocks in the eyes. The previous version of these were a lot better, I think, because the whole head was full of like zinc, which is also very, very useful. Found a warp thing. Went home, dropped some stuff off, came back, robbed the village. Stole everything that wasn't bolted down. Said hi to a camel. Ignored the villages. Found an abandoned mineshaft, found and robbed another balloon, found another house like the one we saw earlier, killed the occupants, robbed all the chests, and then nicked all the crate stuff out the roof. Also found a very interesting map that you'll see in a second. Yeah, that just confirms it is in fact powered by a water wheel. Robbed the rope thing. Here's our map. It leads to a grot, but it takes us a long time to get there. Robbed another portal frame. Robbed another balloon. As you can see, these balloons are full of useful stuff, mainly mechanical arms. Here is the grot that we were talking about. Turns out it's just a big pit in the ground with some copper and stuff at the bottom and a load of zombies. I'll come back and fight that later. What else do we do? Oh yeah, we went and killed some cows, got another backpack crafted up so we could rob this windmill. And by rob, I mean we stole everything. The wheat, the copper, everything that makes it a windmill, including the sails. All that's left is the outer structure. But as you can see, these are very lucrative finds, these windmills. I do want to sort of copy one with a schematic in game so that we can have one of these built at our base. Which will be quite an easy job because I can just tear one down entirely and have it rebuilt in our base. But I do quite like the aesthetic of them. I think once I've assigned a sort of farming area, we'll get that done because they'll fit in better with farming than the industrial stuff. But we do plan on producing a lot of food in the factory. So, yep, going up the ladder, you can see there's chests on every floor. Windmill sails, grabbing those. We got all sorts of create materials all throughout that we just steal, basically. That's the long short of it. Once that is all done in a moment, we will head off to a village and make our way back home. God, yeah, there's so much stuff to steal at these, and that's what it takes forever to do it. Even at 5 times speed, it takes ages. Have a quick nap. And then here we go. We are finding our home beacon. Alrighty, we have come back from our big adventure with a ton of stuff. We made 3 backpacks. We found all of these artifacts. We have found a bunch of stuff as well as a whole bunch of interesting locations to visit on the map. I'm particularly interested in this one here, the grot. This structure above it I think is just a coincidence. But we can 2 birds on 1 stone this. So the grot is an underground structure. I've never been in one before. Also we've got these big ships that are really cool. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to... something there as well. God, there's so many structures on this map. And here. What is all this? Oh, actually I think these are... those bone structures that spawn sometimes. So I think there's a whole biome of those. But we are all the way up here at the top of the map. And I explored all the way down here and back around. I was going to sort of do a loop and come back, but I managed to find something useful for getting back. Another waystone. So if I take that one out of there. So we're going to have to build up some more storage. For all this stuff. Start sorting stuff by mod as well. We're going to have a ton of create stuff. But yeah, we're going to... So, we're going to do things slightly out of order. I want to create a copper jetpack so that we can get down into that pit, the grot, and see what's in there. And also get up to the structures in the sky and see what's up there. Found a couple of these, as you'll have seen in the montage. Wax blocks copper, that's perfect. We have tons of copper, which is what we're going to need for this project. But yes, so I'm going to put together the little bits we need to make a hydraulic engine. Question is then, how do we fuel this? Fly, swim, and move fast. Works with water under high pressure. Charged with a filling tank or with buckets of water. Gadget in offhand and drop the fuel. Okay, so we can refill that with just water. That's fantastic. How about an andesite one? How do you make one of those? Okay, so no, we need a full mechanical crafter for that. Which we don't have, so we're going to go with the basic copper one to start with. We're building a jetpack before we're building a house. That's pretty standard for me, actually. I do things but backwards all the time. First I need some more storage. Let's make another chest. Oh, this is going to need tidying up sooner rather than later. So I can chuck all of this in here. Actually, we want to take that with us. I'll leave that behind. Empty out these backpacks as well. I'm going to do a little bit more prep work and put together the create stations that we will need to create this. So we need a spout and 2 smashers, but we can just reuse the same one over and over again. So we need a spout, a depot, 2 smashers. I think we have everything we need to make those. I certainly suspect that we do. Spout, how do we make? Oh, but we need the smashers to make that anyway, so I'll have a rummage through all the create stuff we've got. see what we need, see what I need to make, and I'll be back before you can say copper jetpack. Okay, so I have set up this is just the 2 basic create stations we will need for this project. So to make the hydraulic engine, everything else I've already got. It's just the hydraulic engine we need. So we need to start with a copper sheet, which you get by smashing with this. Then we need to run it through water, smash, smash 3 times. So let's double our chances and get 2 copper sheets made. Right, so we bonk twice. Twice. Chuck that on there. Once. Twice. And this should be it. 97% chance of success, which is quite good. Oh, look at that. 1 fully complete hydraulic engine, so I'll pop that partial one in there. So basically what we just did was we poured water onto a copper sheet, which turned it into the basic chassis of a hydraulic engine, and then we smashed it twice with a press, and then repeated that twice more to create the hydraulic engine. Okay, so now all we need... Oh, diesel generators. We need 4 ingots, a cogwheel, 2 fluid tanks, and an alloy. Fluid tanks I already have. Cogwheels I had a minute ago. Nope, they're not in there. Ignore the contents of that box. Just go make it day. Let's have a look, shall we? Big cogwheel, little cogwheels. An alloy. Powered flight before a house. Definitely doing this wrong. Where did I put all the copper? It's over here. It's over here. What does I need? 4 copper. Okay. Dun 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 dun. Recharges with a filling tank or with buckets of water. So gadget in the offhand. And then if we go grab our bucket off of the machine over here. Grab it and then chuck it on the floor. Oh my goodness. And that did... Oh my goodness, we're going to have to do this 160 times. Oh. I've lost the bucket. Oh, I know where the bucket's gone. Let's go put this one over here with its pickup module. And there we go. So, should we take this thing out for a test? So I want to get up to this balloon so we can steal all the create bits off of it, because this is a create structure. Okay, so we appear to be height limited. That didn't take much though. Okay, so we are height limited by this particular type of jetpack. That's fine though. I primarily want it for descent into the grot. So yeah, let's swap back into my diamond chest plate. Gonna want some other way of getting up there though. That's fine though, we can sort that out at a later date. We could just pillar up with something. Probably be the solution. But right, let's grab our backpacks back up. Pop these fluid tanks away. I want to pop this waystone down by the grot. We need some more XP before we can go back to the nearest village. Which is not that one. I think it's that one. It'll be the one at the bottom of the list either way. So let's go find some animals to... Alright, so we have got our levels. Let's go. From here we are retracing our steps back up towards the grot. As we've already established, we don't have the altitude on this particular type of jetpack to reach the interesting sky structures. But you can always come back. Okay, slight development. I have found a very interesting... Wait, there's another one over there. How many of these pirate ships are there in this area? Okay, I found 2 pirate ships in this region. Only problem with these is they're full of pillagers. They're very annoying to deal with, especially when they're on land like this. But that is not going to stop me from hopping up on here and yoinking some bits. Like that. And stealing a schematic cannon. Okay, yeah, we're definitely getting out of here. That's painful, that's painful, that's painful. Okay, this little jetpacks are very useful though. Oh look, another windmill. Oh god, there's so many places for me to stop and get resources on the way. Funny how I missed all this earlier. Right, time to sleep. So this is actually quite a high value area for us. Oh, well, that went straight into my backpack. Oh well. Okay, this jetpack's nuts actually. I really like it. Right, we are approaching the grot. As you can see, there is also a structure up in the sky there. There's a couple of those nearer to home. And we will get to exploring those one day once we have the jetpack technology. But we don't yet. We are still playing with the very basics right now. But this is the structure I wanted to come and have a look at. So as you can see, it is a big old hole in the ground. Hence I wanted the jetpack. Okay. Oh my. Mobs live down here. Okay, that's a good amount of carrots. So this is clearly a create structure of some kind. Right, we're going to switch to golden carrots for our food source for this. Look at how much copper there is here. That's nuts. I like that. Hello, sir. I'm glad you're stuck. Okay, so there's nothing here. So everything's down on the next level. I can see all sorts of loot and all sorts of guys. Do something hopefully smart. What can we do? What can we do? What can we do? I wish this was a lava bucket. Oh well. Pop that there. Shroom lights and stuff. I'm very much glad we came down here now and not earlier. Okay, so there really ain't much down here. Oh, but there is a spawner. Okay, that's gone, that's gone, that's gone. Okay, so the hunger has begun. Okay, that's not too bad. We can get in and out from here. It's just getting the rest of the way up. So what's our height limit for this? here, so I reckon if we put blocks halfway up, we'll be okay. What have we got block-wise? Copper. Oh, some moss, actually. That might be a good shout. Is there any more moss? There is more moss. Oh, that's fun. Hello, pit of doom. So is my theory on this that it's based on... Yeah. Okay, awesome sauce. So the question is there anywhere nearby that I can find some lava? All the way over there, but that might be the shout. Up there. Seems we seem to be okay for fuel. What was this not supposed to be? Not further on. No, that's fine. I see it. So that rock was quite tough, actually. Okay, knowing that we can like increase our altitude availability by putting down blocks, we might have a crack at that construction sky above the rods. It's over 1,000 fuel, plus we can just refuel on the fly. Thanks to the fact that I remembered to bring a video. Alright, let's hop back through here. Ah, that's what I ought to do. Let's grab some of this moss. Hello. Come on. Okay. That's a fun development. All my stuff's down in there. With the matey boy that's on fire. Oh, but actually I can just do this. Or not. Did my legs get broken or are they in a backpack? I picked up all my crap. That's good though, that's good. Grab the wrench. Okay, right, let's swap out digging claws for fire gauntlets and the vampiric gloves. Golden carrot. Right, okay, just the one guy. Okay, so there's not really a huge amount in here. There's a bunch of pottery sherds we can nick. And they defaulted to this corner because it's the highest. Okay, well this place is okay for nicking copper, I guess, but other than that, I wouldn't have said the journey out here and then the height was necessarily worth it, unfortunately. Plate slabs and things. This really isn't much, this place. Oh well. Right, we're going to make a bunch of moss. Because that's the quickest block to mine that I can get my hands on. So which one of these has stuff in? This one. Do we have bones? Yes. I don't have a hoe though. That's not very bloody helpful now, is it? Yeah. Okay, 2 stacks. That's probably good. What? There's beacons up here. Okay, gang. So I've built a moss pillar. Over 2 stacks of moss to get up here. But look at all this stuff. Howdy, sir. We are robbing this place. Chuck all of this stuff in here a sec. Don't mind me, I'm just yoinking everything that you've got that isn't bolted down. Oh, look at this stuff. Nothing particularly mind-blowing, but still. Emerald ore floating in space. That schematic table. I have diamond horse armor, definitely. I have another backpack, definitely. Here, you have this. Wait, that's going to spawn here again. All this over here as well. Smart shoot, item drains, which we've got. To create a sky village. Don't know what this is supposed to be, but I'm going to be stealing a whole bunch of crap from here, so let's put down the backpack on. He is full. There we go. If I just, yoinkies. So when that moss pillars weird, I put that there, genius. Oh, look at all these rotational speed controllers. Just big piles of stuff for me. Can I mine a beacon with an iron pick? Time to find out. Oh my god, I can. Okay, interesting that there's water under here. What's under here, if anything? None. Okay, honey. Sleep. I'm gonna break that. Put it in there. Actually, do everything. Where is it? That one. Sky villaging rods. Let's go home. Oh, okay, we are back, we are back, we are back. We found a bunch of stuff, including a beacon. And a small beacon base. All sorts of useful create stuff. We have done quite well so far. Still no house though, so that is next on the to-do list. Is build a house. I think that is just about all we have time for this first episode. Please don't peek at the minimap. You will see spoilers for the second episode, as I am filming my outro out of order. But thank you all so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more and want to see what we get up to in this create world. take care, have a wonderful day, and welcome to 2026. Goodbye.